Hi and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca and it is time to kit up the Advent event painting for this year. So if you've not joined us before, between the 1st of December and the 24th of December, I will be hosting a Advent event which is here on my YouTube channel and is basically a whip and waffle a day from the 1st to the 24th of December. The idea is that you try to get a little bit of diamond painting time per day throughout what is probably one of the most craziest months of the year, depending on what else you're doing with your life. If you are maybe moving house, you may have a different month that is absolutely crazy. But yeah, December is primarily a very, very busy month for a lot of us. So today I am going to be kitting up my painting. So this painting is available in our shop, addmorezest.com. You don't have to do this painting. However, you can also do the same painting as me. It is completely up to you. This is available in both round and square, and I am doing the round version because I currently have a square painting on the go otherwise. So I thought this changes it up a little bit. But yes, it's time to kit it up. I'm going for my pink 60 bottle case for today. There is 43 colours in this diamond painting. So let me grab my scissors. I have now loaded up my little cart with any supplies I may potentially need during a video session. But first thing I'm doing is I like to trim off the stickers, the numbers. So the numbers like 1 to, in this case, 43. Because I don't particularly use them. And it makes the stickers just a little bit nicer size for going on the bottles. So I'm going to add my stickers first so I can get them all lined up ready. Plus then I know how many spare bottles I have should I need them for any diamonds. So I have my storage case and I have my cover paper. So we're going to prepare the canvas for the event once all the diamonds are in the pots. But yeah, this is, well, let's say the whole thing takes time to do, doesn't it? I always feel like I have to get these on straight, but of course I don't, because I can just turn the bottles round and make them straight. And they don't end up straight as I go along anyway. So yeah, just going to add all of these to the bottles. I've just cut the numbers off the first lot so far. But yeah, I've been doing this event for a few years. First off, I started just doing a diamond painting from my stash. Then I've had a few years where I have actually sold a painting to do alongside. So I've teamed up with Diamond Art Studio UK for many years. In fact, they designed this year's canvas too. But yeah, I've teamed up with them and they produced the diamond paintings for me in past years. So that, yeah, anybody who wants to do the same painting can. And say my shop is linked in the description below if you do want the same painting and potentially the cover paper to match, which again is completely up to you. but they are available. But the idea is that you just take a little bit of time each day to diamond paint. Now, there may well be days that it just isn't possible. There could be events going on. Life can just get busy. So there can definitely be times when diamond painting is just not something you can squeeze in for that day. Well, that's okay too. The idea is to try and just get a little bit of regrouping time. That's what I like to think of it being in December. Just chance for thoughts to go through my head, whether it be, have I got everybody I need to get for Christmas? You know, have I ticked all the right jobs off my list? Just time to think, regroup, or even just to switch off from it all completely. Listen to the whip and waffle and just switch the brain off. Whatever it is that suits you at that time of year. And that could vary from day to day. It could be completely different each day. Sorry, I'm just grabbing my little bin off the side of my cart. Yeah, whatever may suit you, but just to help make the month of December a little bit easier. Now, if you're somebody that knows you're not going to get a lot of time, then there are a few different things you can do to help with that. You can pick a much smaller painting. So pick a tiny sort of, maybe even paint gem style painting. Something that is really small. Sorry, I'm just trying to find where I put my tray. There it is. My tray for my diamonds and my dryer sheet in case they have static. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, so if you don't have a lot of time, it could be that, say, you decide to do a very, very small painting and just try and get 10 minutes. 10 minutes a day can sometimes be all we can fit in, but it can also sometimes be exactly what we need to be able to cope. Okay, I am actually going to put all of these 310 in. There are 3 bags of them, and I was going to leave it to the end to determine if I wanted to put all of them in or not. But I have loads of extra bottles. I have 17 extra bottles. And the painting, this painting is bigger than 30 by 40, but it's still, in effect, a smallish painting. So I'm not going to use all 17 extra bottles. So I may as well just put these in straight away. Just trying not to get myself in a tiz with all the diamonds, which was kind of not working. Come on. Oh, that's a bit of trash. And then I've got one that escaped. There we go. So I'll have one and then a spare. The only ones I don't tend to write the numbers on are 310 and then either 5200 or 3865 if I've got white in the painting. I don't tend to write the numbers on those because black is black. While there are paintings that have dark colours that can seem very close to black, as soon as you put them together, you know they're not black. So yeah, that's not as much of an issue. So I'm just gonna pop them up the top for when I need them. Yeah, so maybe you can only do 5 minutes a day. Maybe you have some days where you can do quite a bit. So sometimes, or at least what I do while I'm doing the whip and waffle, is I have this painting as my section a day. A little bit like an advent calendar, kind of. So we will be opening each day of our advent calendar along the way. but it's a little bit like doing an advent calendar. The picture comes to life, and by the 24th, if you've managed to do some every single day, you will have a completed picture. So I have this one, and then if I have any extra time to diamond paint, then I have another painting on the go, and I just move over to that one. So this is the one I do first, and any extra time I do the other one. Yes, some people just like to work on whatever they're working on and work all the way through. And some people don't get to finish this painting by the 24th. But guess what? Life often slows down between Christmas and New Year. So many people actually get to finish off the painting on that week between Christmas and New Year, when things have slowed down and there's leftover food to eat. So not as many meals need cooking. Not as many activities go on, and life just slows down for a bit. So that's when they complete the painting, which means it's still completed by New Year. It's completely up to you how you want to do it, but hopefully if you've got the time, you can join me each day while I have a whip and waffle. Some days, if you can't fit in diamond painting, maybe you can fit in some other form of downtime, whether that just be having a nice hot bath maybe, or you're just too tired to do anything and you just sit and watch the whip and waffle and just have a little bit of rest, because you deserve it. Well and truly, you deserve it. Okay, so I am flying through these numbers. They're all in order, which is really helpful and helps me to just slice the tops off and go on to the next one. Very much looking forward to doing this painting. It does have a lot of black, but it has the nice kind of black. If that's such a thing, I believe it's such a thing. It is completely different doing a painting with a black outlines that you then colour in the inside with different colours, is completely different to a big, huge section of solid black. I have quite a few sections of solid black at the moment on my other painting, and it is a completely different way of doing it. I much prefer the colouring in of black. Just checking I didn't lose any then. Down the spout. But there are loads and loads of other bright colours. Oh, in fact, we have 2 bags of 701. We do have a little bit of static in this one as well. Maybe let's get my dryer sheet, because especially if this one is going to get rather full. So if I have diamonds with static, I just tip them onto a piece of dryer sheet. The fold is just the natural fold in it. This is half a sheet. And then I just rub the diamonds through the dryer sheet while I am tipping them in, and it tends to get rid of any static. And then this next one, I will tip the diamonds that want to move freely, and then I will tip the remainder into the dryer sheet, and then just give them a gentle rub. All you want to do is get the diamonds to touch the dryer sheet, and it tends to get rid of any static. And let's see, can we get them all in one pot? I think we can. I've got one stuck. Come on. There we go. So that can also be a nice way to just get them to go into your pots as well. Funnel their way into your pots if you struggle with that. Or you can use the likes of a tray and just put them straight into the tray and then use the spout of the tray to get them into the pot. Whatever suits you. I think there's many different ways of kitting up, and none of them are wrong. They are all a matter of what works best for you. This one has a little bit of static. I can tell because they're all sticking further up the bag. They've not all dropped to the bottom of the bag with gravity. Static defies gravity just a little bit. And then give them a rub, and I can see them all dropping into the dryer sheet as they lose their static. $7.03, $7.29. We're nearly getting to the end of the first strip of diamonds. And then $7.40. There are some gorgeous bright colours in this one as well. Some really nice, fun colours that just put a smile on my face when I do paintings that are bright. They may not always be ones that will be displayed in my main living space, my main living room. They will often be displayed in my craft room, which has a lot more colour than the rest of the house. But I really enjoy doing paintings with colour. And just seeing the colours pop as I do it bit by bit. And you'll see when we come to getting the painting ready, how we can get the picture to appear. I love doing whip and waffles or paintings throughout a full, I love it when I get to complete a full diamond painting with you guys. So I love my whip and waffles each week when I work on my painting, and then I'll work on it off camera as well. But when I get to work on a painting where I only do it on camera, I love seeing how the picture comes together. And I love the fact that I actually cover the whole painting in cover paper, which is not my normal. I normally do a couple of rows and then move it up. I just love the different way that the painting comes to life by doing it that way. It's a bit like a jigsaw, or one of those catchphrase things where they release a section of the picture and you've got to guess what it is. Uncover a section each time and you've got to guess what's the painting. It's a different way of seeing a picture come to life, and it's so much fun. I've got two that are stuck. There we go. See, not a lot of brown, just a little bit. And then we've got some deep green. This one looks like it might, has it got, oh no, I thought it had a little bit of static. It's not, it's just got one diamond that's stuck in a weird place. And there we go, it's fell out now. One awkward diamond. And then we have some 906. Just a hint. And we've got a hint of a lime green as well. Also, another one of my favourite colours to diamond paint with is 907. I don't decorate with it, but I love it in a painting. I love the way the colour just pops, 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 pops. So there's not a lot of that one in this painting. There's some other nice bright colours. And then we've got 930, deep blue. Oh, I think it's like a bluey grey. I think that must be in the stones. Normally, when it's a painting we sell, I often know the painting inside out because of designing it. But because this one was designed by Sam from Diamond Art Studio UK. It's not as familiar to me. I do know what it looks like, of course, and it has been analysed and checked before it was sent off to the supplier, but that was quite a few months ago. So it's like a whole new painting. Okay, I have got 2 bags of this, of 970, so let's see if these all fit in. Now, depending on whether you've got the square or the round one, will depend on how many diamonds you have. Oh, I am so hoping I could fit all them in one, and I don't think it's going to happen. So close. Okay. Let's tip out so it's at a nice level, which is, let me keep that out actually. And then let's tip these into the spout. If it's only a couple, I tend to use the corner of the tray to tip them into the pots, but because it was quite a few. So I need my stickers. So I have an A5 clipboard with loads and loads of stickers on it. In fact, let's use some Christmas ones from last year's Advent. Do I have any that aren't in the packet? I do. Here's some. Let's go for the round one. And question, did I put a pen in my cart? A writing pen. I have lots of pens. I have lots of tweezers. I don't have any writing pen. I do have one in this drawer though, so I'm going to put this one in my cart. But this is 970, and I will put the number on this one because while I could match it up, I couldn't tell you what number that is off the top of my head without having to line it up and match it up. So I'll just bob a sticker on to tell me what it is and then move on to 971, which is my next one. And then 972. I don't think I've got any more that are duplicates or double bags. So I think I've just ended up using 2 extra pots, which is fine by me. Let's bob those in. I'm excited now to get the painting ready. I'm right near the end. Okay, 996. Gorgeous vivid blue. An electric type blue. And then 3022. Oh, that seems to have caught a few of the 995 in it, but we'll deal with that as and when we get to it during the waffle. 3023. And then last strip of colours, we have 3024. That's got to definitely be for the stones. 3787. I forgot that I'd kitted up purple then. I was like, where's my purples? And then I've realised I've done them already. I must have had a nap while I was filling those in. 3801. Nice pinky red. Salmony maybe? No, it's very dark if it is. Okay, 3811. So do let me know in the comments down below, have you kitted up your painting yet? Did you kit it up before this video? Did you kit yours up with me during this video? Or have you still yet to do it? Sorry. The door went. Luna got very excited. It was just a Christmas present for one of the kiddos. So yeah, have you kitted yours up yet? Have you kitted it up along with me in this video? Or are you saying that's a tomorrow problem? Whether tomorrow be the true tomorrow or another tomorrow? Is it a today already done or tomorrow? I know there are a few people that have kitted it up already. Kitted it up pretty soon after they received the painting. But yeah, let us know. It's taken me longer to get to kitting this up than I wanted it to. But my very, very busy time in life is from summer up until about now. Okay, and then last but by no means least, though it could be the least, we have a very, very small amount of 5200. So let's pop those in. There we go. Okay, so the diamonds are done. Probably, is that the most? Yeah, that's probably the most time-consuming part. But a fun part for me. I absolutely love kitting up my diamonds, getting them all pretty and ready. And I just have 2 with extras, 310 and 970. But now this is what is the most exciting part to me, because it's something that varies more per painting. But I'm going to get this painting ready for whip and waffling one day from the 1st to the 24th of December. So I do have our numbered cover paper. This is cut to the exact size for this painting, bar like maybe a millimetre of overlap. But this painting is 33.9 by 45.2 centimetres, because it is exactly the same image as the square painting. So it's exactly the same number of diamonds. However, the diamonds, round diamonds, are bigger than square. So it turns out bigger, but it's exactly the same number of diamonds placed. But as I say, I'm going for round because I currently have a square painting on the go. So it varies things up for me quite nicely. So we have cover paper numbered from 1 all the way through to 24. And you could, if you wanted, just lay it out 1 to 24, whether you like to start from the top or the bottom. But I like to mix it up. So it is how long now I need to, in effect, try and shuffle cover paper enough to vary it and mix it up well and truly, so that I have different ones in different places. So I may find that as I'm going to place them down, I end up with some right next to each other. But yeah, I think this is going to be more random than if so in the past, what I have sometimes done is I have covered it in cover paper first. So popped all the cover paper on and then decided the number order. So I've used stickers to determine which order they're going to be in. And therefore, I have then added the stickers, sort of doing a row here, row there. And I've actually made it extremely random. But because the stickers are already on this, I think we're just going to go with the flow. If we do find there are 2 days directly next to each other, and it's a bit sort of, or there's loads of them that are close together, then maybe we'll change it up. But I think we're just going to go for it. I think we're just going to go for it bit by bit. If you do decide you want to keep the clear cover on, you can, by all means. If you take all of the clear cover off and then decide you want to put it back, don't forget to keep this sticker facing outwards. Because while you may think this clear cover is the same on both sides, it's not always the case. Okay, they stick. So I'm going to start with 22, and I'm going to get that one down, and then we have 11. So I'm going to butt it up to 22, and I may have to do some slight readjustments on the day according to diamonds, but these will fit. In the case of rounds, 4 across. So look at that. There is my bottom row. And then I am just going to move up. So I'm going to keep an eye out just for anything that is glaringly too similar. So I've got 20 and 21 with 22 and 23. So I think I'm just going to put 21 a bit further down and sort of skip it a little bit. Oh, look, those two match and they're completely different numbers. Okay, then. I'm not going to argue with that. Looks kind of cute. Then we have, see, we do have 12 and 13 here, but you know what? I'm going with it unless it is a glaring thing where I ended up with 20, 21, 22 and 23 all down the bottom. That seemed a little bit too much for my liking. So then we've got 9 and 6. And then 10 and 7. That is the halfway mark. So we have quite a few in the 10s, we have a few in the 20s, and we have a few in the singles. I'm still okay with that. It's up to you if you want to do exactly the same order as me so that you will have the same squares that you will uncover at the same time, or we've got 17 and 18 together. No, we'll keep that. We'll just keep an eye out for 16 appearing too close to this side of the board, because how random can it be if you don't let it just go with the flow? And I think I've overlapped this one a little bit too much over here because they are pretty much a snug fit. See, now I have pulled out 19 and 15. Oh, and 16. Okay, so let's go for 14 because at least that's a little bit different. And then 2. Then we'll do 16. Oh, look, that matches. And we'll do 19. Don't mind a couple of them over this side of the game. And then last bit off, we have, let's have a look, what have we got left? So we've got 21. In fact, I'm actually going to get a little bit picky now. I'm going to go for 21 over here. I kind of like the idea of finishing, do I want to finish the rainbow on day 24? There's no black in it though. Will we be bored of black by day 24? Maybe. There's no black in day 24. Then we'll pop that 15 up here. And then we'll pop 3. And I didn't put 21 straight. So let's try that a little bit straighter. That actually matches up as well. Can I make it match properly? Depends. They're not necessarily cut from the same piece of cover paper, but I can try. There we go. So I did shuffle a couple about as they came up really close. But if you do want to copy along, I have 3, 21, 15 and 24 across the top. Then we have 19, 16, 2 and 14. 5, 8, 18 and 17. So we do have 2 next to each other, but I think that's the only one that's one day after another. Then we have 7, 10, 6 and 9. We have 1, 12, 4 and 20. And then the last row is 23, 13, 11 and 22. So my painting is ready for the 1st of December. And then what we'll do is on the 1st, we will complete this section here. And then on the 2nd, we will complete this section here. And as you can see, we're doing little snippets of the painting all over the place until they start all connecting together. And we start seeing the full picture fully come to life. And that's what I really enjoy about like a monthly, an over a month or, you know, within a month whip and waffle, is that we get to see little pockets of the picture appear until the full painting is done. So yeah, very excited for the 1st of December, not only for my advent calendar, but also for doing my advent event painting. Do let me know, say whether yours is kitted up or not. Also let me know what painting you're planning on doing. Do you have more time? Are you doing a big one? Are you doing the same one and something alongside? Are you doing a small one? Even if you can only place 10 diamonds a day, which really is not a lot, try and do something each day just to remind yourself that you're important in December too. But yeah, mine's here. I will be releasing the video every day. So on the 1st, it will go up on the 1st at 4 p.m. GMT. So we are on Greenwich Mean Time. So 4 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. I am going to try this year and put it up earlier in the day for members. So they can access it earlier, but it's still on the correct day. So that you guys can join in as well, but maybe have a little bit more flexibility as to when. So if you see the video pop up and it says members only, it will become for everybody at 4 p.m. But I'm going to try and put a schedule in my calendar to put it up for members earlier. Don't have a guaranteed time for members because I can't schedule. So I have to actually physically press the button to make it happen. But I'm going to try and make it happen for members earlier in the day. It'll be the weekends that it'll be harder for me, but I'm going to try and make it earlier in the day for members and then later on at 4 o'clock for everybody else, but you'll all see the same video. So do join me if you can, and get a section done each day. I will also be opening each day of our advent calendar. Which at the time of filming, well, at the time of filming this, there is still some left. I don't know whether there will be at the time this video goes live, but if you are interested in getting a diamond painting calendar, which has got diamond paintings, accessories, all sorts of things in it, that is also available on our website. If there's stock left, it will show you. But I am going to be opening each day of that at the beginning of this event as well. So if you haven't got one, you can see what it is that is in them. Or if you have got one, of course, you can hear a little bit more about it. I often will let you know my thoughts behind it, or if it's something that's a little bit weird and quirky, I will explain it all in our Advent event. So hopefully you can join me, but thank you all so much for watching me get this ready, and I'll speak to you all again soon.